Python Essentials 1, Module 3 quiz. An operator able to check whether two values are not equal is coded as, exclamation mark, equal sign. How many stars will the following snippet send to the console? Okay, so I equals 2, while I greater or equals 0, print star. Okay, so one time I minus equals 2, that makes the I 0, and on the next iteration it is still valid expression, so 0 equals 0, so it will print the second star, then I becomes minus 2, and on the third iteration minus 2 is not greater or equals 0, so this will not iterate the third time. So the answer should be 2. How many hashes will the following snippet send to the console? For I in range from -1 to 1, so that should be -1, 0, and that's it. So this range function will produce a sequence of -1 and 0. So the second argument, that second argument is not included in the range. That has to be 2. Okay. What value will be assigned to the x variable? Z equals 10, y equals 0, and we have a logical expression. So in the logical expression, these operators have precedence over the logical OR here. So z more than y is true, z equals y is false, true or false gives true. So the answer should be true. What is the output of the following code? My list is 3, 1, minus 1. My list minus 1 equals my list minus 2. So my list minus 1 is this value, and this value will be replaced by the value from minus 2, and minus 2 is this one. So this will be copied over here. So it will be 3, 1, 1. And the option for this is here. The second assignment, vals equals 0, 1, 2. This is a list. Vals 0th, vals 1th equals vals 1th, vals 1th, and vals seconds. Okay, so this will basically copy value from here to here and from here to here, producing 0, 1. 1, 1, 2 will be the resulting list. And we are actually not asked about what will be the list, it's just what will be the length of the list. It will not change the list's length. Take a look at the snippet and choose one of the following statements which is true. Nums is an empty list, vals equals nums. So what this does, it creates another kind of pointer to the same lists. So lists in Python are addressed by reference. So basically vals and nums in this case will both point to the same list. Whatever operations we will make with this list, it will be reflected both through the vals variable as well as nums variable. When we add an item to the list, whatever we do, whatever change, nums and vals are of the same length. And this is correct because they both point to the same list. Okay, similar but different question, I guess. Take a look at the snippet and choose one of the following statements which is true. We have nums as an empty list, and we have vals derived from nums, but this column here indicates this is the list slicing. And whenever slicing is done, a copy of a list is created. Or yeah, in this case, it is like the exact copy, all the items. But slicing can also work with parts of the list, of course. So basically, unlike the previous question, in this case, nums and vals will be two separate lists. And when we add an item to the vals list, it will be one item longer than nums. And this is the option to choose from here. Vals is longer than nums. Yeah, that's correct. How many elements does the mylist list contain? Okay, so this is a question on list comprehension, and this range function will produce the values of 1, 2, and then 3 is not included. The right boundary of the range is never included, which means this list will be 0, 0, so just 2 times. And the answer is 2. What is the output of the following snippet? My list equals 0, 1, 2, 3, x equals 1. For lm in my list, x multiplied equals lm. Okay, so basically this value of x multiplied by each of these integers in sequence. Once we do the first multiplication, x becomes 0, okay? And when we do the following multiplication, 0 to 1, 0 to 2, 0 to 3, x will remain 0. So it will remain 0 and will be printed as 0. That should be the correct answer in this case. Okay, let's check the results.